So if we bring all our outdoor stuff into the barn and put it away for winter, does that mean I can officially decorate for Christmas? Oh yeah, this one had many problems with the tippage going on there, but yep. This morning's job before we get our first snow is to get all this taken care of, and then I feel like we can decorate for Christmas. Won't that be fun, honey?
Yes.
Okay, it's down. It does not look pretty. It looks bare. But Michigan winters, especially right off a field, all that stuff has to come down. And you know, if you have a tractor in a trailer, why not? Because we have to grab all that stuff along the barn too, because winter we may not even have any snow, but just in case. Okay, so there it is. The pumpkins are still fine. The mums were dead, didn't look so pretty, so brought everything in for the winter. So I'm going to start decorating. So, yep, we got all the terracotta pots in, all the outside stuff, weeded through the mums that made it. They didn't make it to Thanksgiving. Most of them didn't make it. So, not that I'm going to show you I decorated my whole house because when I'm filming this is the week before Thanksgiving. But I do want to start decorating some of my cabinets. I have quite a few cabinets, and as you see, every time you would see me pick up a Santa mug, I just happen to okay, I have to check it out. I have to put them on a table and check them all out. And yes, I'm not counting them. If you don't know, it's better. So I'm going to start off decorating my glowy glass, jadeite glass cabinet because it has cats in it. It has the black cats in that I love. But that, don't really go in with the Thanksgiving or the Christmas season. So I'm going to start off with that cabinet. So little by little, I will bring you a decorate with me for Christmas, decorating my cabinets, because I'm still going to be shopping, looking for, yes, more Santa mugs. So not all of those are vintage. We have new purchase goods. We have vintage. We have old ones. We have chippy painted ones. We have white ones. We have colored ones. We have, we have even a couple little mini Holt Howards, so there's that. So let's get into decorating. As I said, I'm not doing my whole house yet. I thought it would just be fun because, as you all know, kind of like making a craft or making one of those Dollaramas or the vignettes or just the assemblies, that it takes time. It's a lot of thought process. I don't just, throw things up. And every year I change out what I'm doing because of course I'm shopping all year long looking for new treasures to add into my decor. So not that we're putting Christmas trees up quite yet either, but I'm really, I don't know, I'm thinking a tinsel tree needs to come out because it'll be my first year decorating with a tinsel tree. So let's turn it around. Let's check out the cat cabinet, and I have to empty it out first. That's, filling it back up will be the fun part. Emptying it out, not so much. So it is a dreary day. It is raining. It is this is like the perfect day to decorate. The only thing missing is making some chili on chili on the stove. But anyway, so yes, I have to start taking all of this out. I don't know whether I don't think I'm gonna keep all my marshmallow tins in there because they are big and they take up a lot of room. So I want to see what is left in size to be able to put other things in. So, and I don't remember if this door stays open or not on its own. It does, yes, I couldn't remember. But yep, I need to start taking all my cats out. And then I'll probably take it all out and then put it back in because I know when I did it, I didn't have as many pieces. And then I kind of just added them into it as I got them. So, which kind of changes out your decor. So yes, this still has all the LEDs to make it glow. So I'm going to keep it that way. But let's start taking some of the cats out. And then I'll make a couple totes of my kitty cats, wrap them the Murano that were sent to me by a viewer. Thank you. And another little kitty that was sent to me by a viewer. Thank you. So you don't need to see me taking all of it out. I'll take it out and it'll be more fun decorating it. Tater is very interested by the cat at the bottom. I don't know if he thinks he's real, but he's always been a little interested in staring at the cats through this. So I just wondered if he would do anything special while I had the door open. But yeah, he's like, "You're not real. Do you guys want to come out?" Guess not. I got it all emptied out. Well, semi-emptied because Tater has to investigate now. Just give him his time. So on my glowy glass, I know I call it glowing glass, it's jadeite. And then marshmallow tins. And then this is a marshmallow cream tin. And then I have to box up my black cats for the season. But now I need to decide how to put everything back in. Of course, dust the shelves first while you have it all out, right? The not so fun of dusting, but really with a glass cabinet, the inside, there's not really much to dust because it's kind of, enclosed. I'll probably move it out and sweep behind it before I get it full, and it probably won't be swept behind until I take Christmas down. You know how that goes, so. You don't really want to move it when it's full. Okay, swept behind it, only one cat toy. Apparently Tater must be able to get behind here. So I think I'm just going to start, like, as always, you want to start with your bigger pieces. I actually ended up having 2 of these bowls, so I didn't want to put them like one right after the other. This is always the hardest to get you all to see all the shelves. I'm going to start off with my bigger pieces first, get those in there, just fill it up with the jadeite, and then we'll add in some of the Santa mugs. Of course, whatever the number is on that table, it's not all going in. But when we light it up at night, we want to be able to see the glowy glass, and during the day, you want to be able to see the Santas. And I'm kind of just guesstimating where I want stuff because, as you add, you'll just kind of tweak things around, that's for sure. My bottom's kind of a hodgepodge right now, but I'll move it around once I get things in there. Taking the tape off this. So I just got this piece. It had a lid, but the lid has a little chip on it, but that's okay. Perfectly fine. They're old. Some, some, I think one of them, yeah, this one's actually very cracked, but I was happy to come across it for $8, right? Actually, I think this one was $18, so not too bad. The rest of them were not that cheap, but those were a couple good finds. I'm going to start adding in some taller height, which is going to be a shiny bright box. I love the red of this one. I love the red. Though it had a black and white plaid on it, I'm going to use this ribbon. Just tie a simple bow around it because you see somebody taped it shut. So we have to cover that up, and I'm not going to try to remove it because it's probably been there too long. And then I'll rip the box. So sometimes it's better just to work with what you have, and then just hide it. So I think that'll be fine. So I'm not going to take anything off the ribbon yet, because I may not even use the bow as of right now, but I like that pop of the white, even though the shiny bright box is not white, it is that red, and we're trying to like bring it out. We don't want to have muted in here with the glowy glass and then the white in the inside. We're trying to pop it so your eye directs yourself to look in here. So what can I fill up a huge bowl like this with? I know I want to probably put some of my Santa mugs in here, but I don't, like, if you like fill it up with Santa mugs, then you don't get to see the Santa mugs, and it's kind of like you're wasting the Santa mugs because it's not a clear container. So I want to fill in the base of it, and I'm just going to use some aluminum foil because reasonably inexpensive. And then that's a sound. And then it's kind of squishable, kind of will form to what the mugs will be. That's a terrible sound. But as you see, yeah, I can squash it in there, and then it will make it nice and sturdy. So as I said, some of my Santa mugs are vintage, some of them are not vintage. I like that he's winking. I like that he has both his eyes open. He's a little bit different. And there we go. You may not put any more there, but see how we just filled it up, and then we didn't have to like waste a whole bunch at the bottom. We could fill it up with something. Aluminum foil seemed to work. I'm not sure about this one, but I am going to put a winky-eyed Santa in there, little vintage. I think he stands up on it by himself. Sometimes they do not. Sometimes they need a little help, but oh my gosh, he's got that weird, creepy winky going on, but super cute. Not everybody likes the creepy Santas. I love them. So see how that's kind of all playing so far together? You get to be in my head, my thought process, that like a cupboard like this might take me all day. I might think about it. I might look at it. I might tweak it a little bit. Like maybe I should put, I already noticed that maybe I should put some more aluminum foil because they're kind of sinking down in there. Aluminum foil is easier to find than Santa mugs. And then you cause a chain reaction, and then everybody, yeah, so yeah, I just need to add a little bit more so they're not sinking in there so much. Remember, oh my goodness, so now I can add bottle brush trees that match into, oh, I'm so excited. So you don't always have to put them right into a cup, but yes, the Hobby Lobby ones, people were gracious to send me some. I bought some. There's that. So we can add some of those in, which look wonderful. I have quite a few. So far so good. So fill in that space with another mug. Not all of them are vintage. So y'all, do you save your candy canes that you purchase year from year? They're unwrapped, so. But candy canes are a great filler. These are not unwrapped, but they are an amazing little extra filler, a cheap filler. They add that decor in, yeah, I mean, nobody's going to eat them. They're just for decoration, but they are real. They're real. They're the real deal. And there again, if they're too short, put a little aluminum foil, something in the bottom of it to bring it up. And I did buy bigger sizes because I need something in this little corner over here as height. I didn't want to put too many Santas. I'm thinking that's looking really good. I'm liking it so far. I'm sure I'll tweak it more, but for right now, I'm going to move down a shelf. Okay, down a shelf. I'm going to add another Santa. I might flip-flop it so my Santa, there's not a Santa here and then right after each other. So I might flip-flop this. This way. So then I can put Santa here. And I've got the height, so I'm not going to add a shiny bright or an ornament box. Oh, the salt's in my hand. I'm like, where did it go? So there's that, yeah. We're gonna set that off to the side right now. So we need something here. We need to fill this into something Need. Yes, we do. Yes, we do need it. So one of those trees over there. Maybe a little smaller one by Santa. I think this was last year's Hobby Lobby maybe, but it's a nice big mug, very big. So I think, what should I add into that? I do have, you can't, I told you can't have enough. Bye. Might as well reuse them. Nobody's gonna eat these big old babies. So, try to turn them so you don't see the, don't they know we use these for decor? Why would you put writing on these? Come on now, we use these for decor. I don't know. I don't love them. If you put it in and you're like, you don't love it immediately, you know. So, candy canes. Let's see how the candy canes look. Oh yeah, that'll look. But I think there again, I'm going to go back to my aluminum foil as my filler this year. I've used tissue paper in the past, but I like that the foil is moldable. You know, does that make sense? Moldable, it forms to the object you're putting in there. There, and they don't all have to be perfect. You don't actually want them to be perfect, just kind of podged into there, like he's got some crazy hair. You know, all the time we're always trying to do everything so uniform and perfect. So I think I have some of this, smaller of this one from Hobby Lobby that I'm going to fill into there. Again, aluminum foil. There we go. Oh, this one may not be able to take 4. That's okay. There's one of each. So one with eyes closed, one with both eyes closed or open, and then sometimes you have to talk to them nicely and say, hey, fit in there the way I want you to. But then it may not. It may be like, no. And these little things sell. People buy, you know, they're going to be vintage sometime. Right now they're just new. So there's that. I don't know, will that work? I think that it will. Bring out the sparkle. Blend in with all them. Sure. Now, though they make, you know, reproductions of this was just left in one of the hauls that I got of Shiny Brights, so I'm going to stick it down there. It was just a box top. You know, people make those and sell those now. But that's one from the original box. That's all the part that was left there. So I think these would be perfect to hang out in these little cups. They're definitely much newer pieces. And we'll stick one of those trees back there. I'm sure with a little glitter on it, it'll just glow wonderfully. I decided that I thought these were too big, that I should do some smaller ones, but I do think I need I'm liking the aluminum foil pack. It's working out for me just fine. Where has that been all my life? Why have I not done that? So, just to rise the little guy up a little bit higher. Yeah, those other ones were just a little too big. Have the creepy winky one. So I have these bulbs that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I liked that they were shiny. I liked that they had the red and white stripe that matched candy canes. And we're going to put those in a bowl as not to keep reproducing the same over and over again. But then again, fill it up with aluminum foil. I better buy another roll for Thanksgiving dinner. There with the aluminum foil, I didn't have to use both containers. Winky Santa picture from Hobby Lobby this year. I believe it's this year's. Will fit in there. Sometimes you just have to keep moving things over to make it all fit. As Chris says, I just move things an inch. He's probably right. I'll probably bring something in to bring that up a little bit so you see that a little bit more. But he's probably right. I probably do bring stuff in and like, okay, I'm just going to move this an inch. There's that. But it looks better moved over an inch. So I could put some of those candy canes in, or I can put some of these in. Which ones do I want to put in? I think the big ones. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor now. That's how that goes. What we do for the day, right? You guys get to spend a few minutes with me as I go through my thought process of decorating. I appreciate each and every one of you going through my overthinking. Because I never seem to do the same every year because I buy throughout the year, or I see pictures that I get inspiration from. There again, bought the candy canes. All the candy canes were purchased via Walmart. And they were all purchased last year. And I'm like, nobody ate them. Nobody's probably going to eat them. I don't know, we do have little kids for Thanksgiving. I don't know. We'll have other foods for them if they want candy canes. Usually they don't want the peppermint anyway. They think they do, but then they don't. They want the flavored kind. Found a flower frog. See if I can get that raised up a little bit back there so you see it a little bit more. It's one I hadn't taken the time to clean, so it just needed to be raised a little bit there. But I don't want to put any tape on it. And then the bowl. So here's something fun. If you did not know, you can go into Etsy and you can find some of these labels. They're supposed to be like old-timey labels, and I'm just going to print some out on cardstock to be able to use. I'm looking for the 25, of course. They just come printed on. I do the heavier cardstock, and then you just cut out what you want to use. So I got a green flower frog. Now I have to figure out, oh, well, I don't know if I wanted to cover up my salt, though. You know, I love my wording on my... Could you put multiples? Can you just do that? That looks good, too. Doesn't have to be centered so you can read it. I think I like that. Even though it's not white, it pops against... That kind of like is a little too muted maybe. I don't know. I like that. Okay, now I have my last shelf. Now this isn't a shiny box, but this is the last shelf that hardly anybody's going to look at probably. So this is just an assorted chocolate container that came in with some ornaments I got. So I'm gonna keep that. Yeah. So we're gonna set that back there. I know it's a little bit short at the moment, but get your whole idea first and then we can figure out how to rise it up. And then I thought about putting a Santa in here. I wanted to figure out which Santa. I wanted him to be in there. Oh, which one do I like better? Him. He might go in my Rushton collection. I don't think he's Rushton. I never know which one he is. Made in Japan. That's all we know. I think I'm gonna put him in there. He's a little scary, but also cute. So I'll put him over there. And then I had these little Santas on a stick. And why, I don't know, but they were on a stick. So I'm like, I could put those in there because it's funny. They don't necessarily have to stay down here. I could add them, you know, the other one, because I have 2 of those vases somewhere else also. One was easy to unwrap, one is not so much. So I can move it around. Yeah, so I think I'll probably put one up here because it's fun. Yeah, then we'll put one here next to him. The reamers are a little bit hard, even though they glow, they're a little bit hard to decorate with. So there's that. So, oop, gotta take the tag off. No. You know when you know. That's all I have to say about that. You know when you know. Oh, that will not go in there, and I'm not cutting the base off though. So, well, my hodgepodge one's trying to figure out what to do with this stuff. So I have a little bit of thinking to do on this shelf. I push this back. That will rise that up a little bit. I can have this kind of leaning off it. Put another one of these back there. This is one I ordered from Hobby Lobby because I was afraid they were going to run out and I was never going to have any again. I do have this little Santa. I thought about adding in because he's kind of creepy faced, just like they're all kind of creepy faced, but they're adorable. They must have all been made to hang on your tree or something. They're funny. I have to lean him up against the tree because I don't think he's going to stand up on its own. And then probably some more Santa mugs in this one, maybe. Change it out and use the refrigerator box to make it a little bit taller. The reamers may have to stay out. And they may not fit into my design. Though I like them because they glow, but you know, I'm like, yeah, they make it hard to be in a design. There's that. You learn what to buy and what not to buy. Hey, when you like, it's cool because it glows, and you grab it, and then you try to fit it into your design, and it doesn't really go into your design. I guess it can just sit there, maybe. I don't know. I'll play some more. Up with an idea for the reamer. Peppermints. Like, oh, that'll work. I think that'll work. Stick with my red and white theme. My candy cane theme. Some peppermints. If I knock Santa down, he'll be fine. He'll be okay. So I still needed something, because, you know, God forbid you have a hole, right, or a spot that doesn't have anything. So I have some beads, some red beads that are not gonna. I just have to pile them all in there at one time. They're just gonna keep falling out. Look at them, crazy things. Get in there. Look at how they, one little weighted side. There we go. That's funny. Okay, so it's only just begun. It won't break out into song. But with mixing vintage and with new, just having a little bit of a theme going on. Can't wait to see what it looks like when we have the lights on at night. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Don't look at the rest of our house because it will be a mess. So I'll keep sharing with you as I work on cabinets. And it looks good when the doors are closed. That's what I love. Glass cabinetry, open cabinetry. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'll probably put some kind of a tree on the top, but I'm not quite ready to do that step yet. I don't know how long it takes you all to decorate, but it takes me a while. a while. I'm always thinking, where bits and pieces can go, what I can move around. I don't want to use it all in one cupboard because I have multiple cupboards that I want to be able to do. It's taking me this long to get that collection of, I don't even think I took a bite out of it, of Santa mugs, vintage and new, but I love each and every one of them. And yeah, using real candies to bring in that red and white element. Awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it, but not ready to put any trees out yet, I don't think. So I'll just keep sharing as I'm decorating cupboards with you all, and hopefully I have inspired at least one person watching this video. So thank you so much for watching today's video. And as always, if you're part of our YouTube family, thank you so much, especially in this season, getting to share the reason for this season with you all. So again, thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Come check out some more of my cupboard decorations I've got going on. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.